Hi everyone, Lucy here from Candid Founders, and we have started our own Faire agency where we are growing other people's Faire accounts for them. So brands are coming to us and saying, okay, what you've done with your own account, please do that with mine. So alongside our own Faire account, I'm now working to grow other brands for them, and I'm seeing a lot of things that are really easy to implement from the off. So I'm going in, I'm auditing their accounts. I am seeing 10 easy things that you could implement in your own Faire account to improve your growth on the channel. Some of them are as simple as the flick of a switch in your settings, so listen up. The first one is email outside of the platform. Faire deliverability for their emails is getting worse and worse. I'm seeing a lot of people complain that they're putting a campaign out there and it's just not being sent to most of their customers, which is really frustrating. So just take back the control and email outside of the platform. Take your leads, take your customers and email them in your own email software. Number 2, but do turn on Faire automatic messaging. In the marketing tab, you can select automations and then there's a few ones that you can switch on. So you can personalize the message and that is then going out to chase customers automatically. It's a win-win, you might as well just switch it on. Number 3 is follow up with your customers and your leads using Faire Messenger. Faire Messenger is a great tool and it doesn't suffer from the same deliverability issues as the emails. It is separate from that and it's a really good way to communicate with your customers in platform. There's a few easy wins here. So things like you can see when someone has items in their basket and you can see how long they've been sitting there, you can see how much is in the basket. So you can then go on Messenger and just get curious, ask a few questions. Don't push the sale here, just go in and ask questions about, what they're planning on doing with it. Is there anything you can help with? Sometimes you'll get a response, sometimes you won't, and that's fine. But ultimately this is about building a relationship with this customer. All I know is that you will get more sales doing this than by not doing it. Number 4 is that switch I was telling you about in your settings, and this is such an easy one. You can turn on selling to online only businesses. Now this setting is actually automatically switched off. So when I've gone into audit someone's account and they haven't looked at their settings, this is switched off. So they are discounting anyone who sells online only from shopping with you. And obviously that's going to be a huge amount of people out there at the moment. There is also another setting for social sellers. So this is people that sell only through Facebook and Instagram. So it is up to you whether you decide I only want to sell to brick and mortar shops. But I really think you're saying no to a lot of sales here. I've got customers that are only online or possibly only Facebook, and they buy a lot of our products. So I think really consider what you're saying no to before you play around with those settings, but I think you really should be switching them on. Number 5 is put a promotion on your page, add a few tiers, make sure you're encouraging people to increase their average order value. Ours goes up to about £1,000. We're saying, shop £1,000 with us and you'll get X percentage discount. So really do show people that the more they buy, the better discount they're getting. And I'm sure that this works in your favor with the algorithm to have that sitting on your page. Number 6, really easy one, make sure you are replying to your reviews on your page and also asking customers for reviews. So again, use that Faire Messenger tab and just ask people for a review. Just say thank you for your order. And once they've, leave it enough days that they've actually received the order and started selling it, and then ask them, please leave a review. It really helps because it really does help. The algorithm loves it. Number 7 is remove your MOQ if you can. Not everyone can. It really does depend on what you're doing and your pricing and if you're hand making your products or not. We have an MOQ in place for international orders because it's just not profitable enough for us to send a few pairs of socks to America, for example. But for the UK, we have removed our MOQ and that has worked wonders for us. Having the smaller MOQ allows people to test your product first. So we really are seeing shop owners come in, they'll order a small amount of products, maybe not optimal for wholesale, but then they'll come back and order more. So it's really taking away that blocker where people are unsure of your product, they're not sure how well it's going to sell, and they'd like to test it a bit risk-free first by making a smaller order and then coming back. So if you do have smaller orders coming in and you want to know more about it, then I suggest just messaging them to see what their plan is. So I noticed this on one of the accounts I'm managing. Someone ordered a very small amount of just one SKU. So rather than go in with the accusation of, are you kind of taking the mick here, like you shouldn't be ordering this small amount, I just went in, I got curious, I asked them, what's your plan, what's your strategy, anything I can help with? And they came back to say, we haven't sold this type of product before, so just want to test it, and then I'll place like a larger order if it works, which is fair enough. And then you've just started building relationship, which is great. So if you can afford to do no MOQ, because I've noticed that Faire actually puts tags on for no MOQ as well, so I think it works in the algorithm really well. Test it out. When we first did no MOQ, we tested a lower one, we tested no, and no MOQ worked really well. It won in all the tests. Number 8 is make sure you're doing everything that Faire is telling you to optimize your page. If you go to the marketplace tab and then scroll to the bottom, it will show you a little tab that says how many things that you have optimized on your page. Optimize all of them. These guys are in control of their own algorithm, so they are telling you what to do. You probably should do it because it will be something that helps. Number 9 is a longer term strategy, but certainly something that we have seen really move the needle for us. So this is something I wanted to talk about, and that is adding display options for your product. In the last 12 months, we have really leveled up the kind of point of display options that we have for our socks. So we started with cardboard, able to display maybe 12 to 20 pairs of socks at a time. We had 2 options. Now we've got a huge range. We've got multiple cardboard ones, we've got multiple wooden ones, all the way up from 12 pairs up to 84 pairs, but we've also got wire baskets, we've got hanging pegs for simply just 1 pair of socks. And what this is showing people that hit our page is that we provide you with the simplest ways to display our product. Because as a busy shop owner, the last thing they want to do is hit your page and see your product and then have to worry about where and how they're going to display it. A lot of the shop owners I'm seeing, and some of the things I'm seeing in the verbatim as well, so where I'm managing these accounts and people are replying to me, is they're saying, I don't have much space, so I'm not really sure how to display it. So if you're providing that option for them, it just is one less thing for them to have to think about. The other thing is, it's a really good relationship builder, because if they're starting with that low MOQ, they're buying maybe 10 pairs of socks, they see if their customers like it, they buy a couple of pegs, so they know they can display it really easily in a small section of their shop. But then longer term, they're thinking, if this goes well, I can display up to like 100 pairs really easily, all branded, all lovely, all done for me. We even provide the point of sale stands free if they're buying a certain amount of socks. So you're building that relationship and you're showing them, I am going to be a really easy partner to work with. So yeah, as I said, a longer term strategy, but a really good one. And finally, number 10, last but not least, make sure you utilize the collections that you can add to the top of your Faire page. So in the product section, you can build collections, adding products to it. And I really recommend having a new a best sellers, and then something to do with the season. So whether that's Christmas or whatever the next season is coming up, you want to highlight that you have products for whatever that is. And it's a really good way to showcase your products at the top of your page. You can use it for sales as well. So if you've got like a Black Friday sale or a New Year's sale, Boxing Day sale, or just kind of a seasonal sale, then you can pop products in that and customers can really easily shop from it. Good luck. Implement everything that you can. Please check out our other videos because I have done heaps, giving loads of advice on how to grow your Faire account. And if you're still struggling and you don't have enough time to do it yourself, get in touch because we have many different ways that we can help you, from coaching you to grow your Faire account to doing it for you. So check the links below for that. If you found this video useful, please drop us a like and subscribe for weekly videos to help you and your business grow. And I'll see you in the next video.